Hi everyone, the Island Stacker here. Welcome to another video. Firstly, just want to apologise for not putting out any content over the last few weeks. As with everything, life gets in the way sometimes, so apologies for that. Today I just wanted to have a kind of wrap up as we're nearing the end of the year and approaching the holiday season. So obviously prices of metals over the last year have been a bit all over the shop with all of the inflationary and geopolitical things that have been happening. So I know gold's hit all-time highs this year. Recently it peaked and dropped very quickly. So it's been a bit of a mixed year on that front. There's been a lot of coin releases from the Royal Mint, some good, some bad. So, for example, we've had stuff like the Star Wars coins, the continuation of the Tudor Beast series, obviously new sovereigns with King Charles on the back, and the new sovereigns going to be out for 2024 soon, based on the emails that I've got from the Royal Mint. So, I don't know, mixed year for coin releases. I think the Royal Mint needs to sort of slow down and focus on some more quality type coins rather than just pumping out coins left, right and centre for every sort of occasion. So I know there's been a new James Bond series, but they've already released the James Bond series, so I'm not sure why they're doing an additional one of that. All those kind of things and all these themed coins, but we'll have to see what happens next year on that front. As I said, as I briefly mentioned as well, obviously this year we've had the coronation of King Charles, so now all of the coins going forward are going to have his portrait on. So obviously this has got the crown portrait for the coronation sovereign on it. So I know people are a bit hit and miss with whether they prefer King Charles or the Queen, etc. But obviously that's the way it's going to be for the foreseeable future. So whether you like it or not, all the coins are going to be coming out with King Charles on the back, with this uncrowned portrait most likely. There's obviously a fair few sets and series that have the crossover. So they're going to have both king and queens. So that could make things interesting in a few years to come. So like the Tudor Beast, some have the queen, some have the king, etc. So one to bear in mind for the future. And then I just wanted to give a thought on where I think maybe metal prices might go next year. So I know the Mint did something last year and I can't find the email. They gave you a chance to predict the metal prices for all three metals at the end of the year to potentially win a coin or something like that. I can't remember the exact details. So as of filming this video today, current gold price is £1,618. Platinum price is £765. And silver is £19.30. So gold's relatively high from where it probably started the year. I think the lows are around just above the 1400 mark. Platinum's remain relatively flat and silver's kind of not really moved too much either. So I just wanted to put out some numbers myself where I think things potentially might go by this time next year. So I think gold has probably got the biggest chance of having a higher value by the end of next year, depending on how everything goes with the economy and geopolitical stances on things. So I think gold will probably, I think the £1,600 mark is probably going to be the sort of new normal for gold. So I think by the end of next year, I think it will probably end probably just under £1,700. That's what I'm going to predict anyway. So relatively flat from where it is at the moment, with maybe a slight increase. Platinum hasn't really done a lot, as I said. So I think there's potential for platinum to go up, but it does seem to be dependent on the uses of the metal. Obviously, it's dropped a lot since the catalytic converter switch, etc. So I think it will remain relatively flat, and as I said, 765 at the moment. I think it's going to probably end just above 800. That's what I'm going to predict anyway. And silver, 1930. Yeah, if silver hasn't gone up this year in the way that gold has, I don't see silver doing too much either. I know there's lots of people that have this idea that silver's gonna 10x or 100x or shoot the moon, or take your pick of whatever words you want to use for it, but personally I don't really see it. So I'm going to say silver's going to end up slightly higher than where it is at the moment. So I've gone for just above £22, so a slight increase where it is. So slight increase on all three metals towards the end of next year, but I'll make another video at that point and see if I was right or wrong. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are of where all three metals will end up by the end of 2024. And just finally, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's watched my videos over the last year and given me support. It's very much appreciated, and it gives me the motivation, should I say, to keep making these videos. So thank you very much. Enjoy the festive season, have a break, spend some time with friends and family, and I'll speak to you all in the new year. Thanks very much.